Watching small dogs run straight past me since 5 seconds ago. This is Tell It to Someone. First question is from Cherie Honeyflower. Cornflakes was supposed to cure us of our need to masturbate, but so many people can't seem to stop keeping their hands off it, including me. Was this magical failure due to a shortage of corn or for some other reason? Well, of course, most people forget one crucial detail. You're not supposed to add milk. Dr. John Kellogg went specifically to the trouble of specifying that you don't add milk, and everybody adds milk. No, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take the dry cornflake out of the cornflake packet one at a time and pop it under your foreskin. That stops you masturbating completely. Look, okay, there are other ways that Dr. Kellogg said to not masturbate. It involves cutting it's circumcision. It's circumcision, and it works incredibly well in stopping you having the need to tool downstairs. Well, it doesn't stop the need, it just punishes you for doing it so much that you stop doing it for a while, for 1.5 months. And so I would much rather suggest you use the cornflake technique. It works. If for about 1.5 months. Especially if you don't use a fresh cornflake every day. Next question is from Bugsy's Evil Deeds. How do you often receive Ziggys eggs in your doobly-doo? No, there's no room for them since I put the cornflake there. Mark Sarks asks, goats or sheep? Well, I mean, you've got to separate the sheep from the goats, and that's in the Bible somewhere. And I mean, I didn't read the whole Bible. It's like there's two. Okay, I did read part of the Bible. It's that pornographic bit. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, the cornflake fell out, okay? Next question is from KB. If you were Shakespeare, which play would you most regret writing and why? Well, of course, Shakespeare, of course, regretted writing Richard the First and Second, which is why we only have Richard the Third. I mean, which was the greatest of the Richard trilogies, of course. Richard First and Second, I mean, they're not there anymore. I don't know where they are. They don't exist, apparently. So I think what I would most regret writing is Police Academy 6. If I was Shakespeare and wrote Police Academy 6, I mean, that wrecked the franchise, whereas Richard the First and Richard the Second obviously built up to Richard the Third, and were solid trilogies like Back to the Future, and not like Police Academy 3 and 4, which sort of petered into insignificance and reused flying sequences. Next question is from I Like Totally Love It. How much extra does it cost for happy endings? Well, since this is the middle, I can't really tell you. But I suppose I mean, depends on the street value of the substances involved. Next question is, if you want to make me happy, that is. Next question is from I Like Totally Love It. How do I build a working indifferent engine without breaking my indifference to the subject? I don't care. Joe Swamson. Is it true gingers gain a freckle for every soul they steal? If so, how many of you stole them? Well, as you can see, my freckles have sort of faded over time, and because they've faded over time, I really need to steal a few souls, but I don't really need any souls because, hey, I'm ginger. I don't need them because, cornflakes and stuff. Linking it back to the thing I said earlier. Because I don't have anything to go on here, and I just want to get to the next one. Rudolph Bongenfanger asks, What is the difference between a ginger and a homosexual? Well, gingers, of course. I mean, a transsexual can have surgery to rearrange the bits that have been modified through unfortunate anti-masturbation procedures. They have there are people willing to do that and do it almost rather convincingly. But if you try to remedy a ginger of his situation of having red hair, you know what happens? In like 5 days, ginger roots all down there and up here where I once had hair, and all of those places become ginger, and it looks terrible, and you don't do it. So there's no cure for being ginger. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Emma. That's just the thing. Next question is from Mitch Crane. Speaking of gender fluid, how do I check mine? I believe I might be a quart low. Well, you've got to look in your trans. That's it. Trans. It's part of a car, and it gets oil in it and fluid, gender fluid. Quarry River. If it says to put tab A into slot V, do I use adhesive or protection? You use lubricant, of course, and you use protection. You've got to use the gloves in order to stop the tab from cutting into the slot. It's really painful, and I suggest you might want to add milk. Empirical Mind asks, I would like to find a girlfriend. Where do you recommend I look? Thank you. I don't know where to look. If you know where she is, if you know where mine is, I don't know who she is. So if you can tell me where she is, then I can find out who she is, because that's the person who's there. So yes, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you want to, if you want somebody who's fine enough to watch my videos, go see Empirical Mind. I think. I don't know what empirical looks, sounds, or smells like, so I wouldn't recommend much apart from Empirical Mind watches my videos. So you got something in common, you know. I'm talking about you. No, not you. Yeah, you. I've got about 5 female subscribers. Come on. And Boss asks, hopefully this will be in time for, everyone. But who would you prefer I fight over? Shub-Niggurath or Nyarlathotep? I'm afraid Cthulhu is taking a nap. Well, look, all you have to do is, sort of just have them both over. Have them both over. Candlelit dinner, maybe some lovely cornflakes. Get them in the mood. Add some milk to the cornflakes, if you know what I mean. Because they won't be doing it. Look, breeding underworld demons is a pain, and you've got to do it right. So you gotta ease them into it. I mean, that's what you got to do. It's what you got to do. Hercules Rockefeller finally asked the last question for today. Chemtrails aren't real, but Obama does sneak into our houses at night and injects us with autism-laden flu shots. I'm thinking of heading to Vegas next week in order to reap the benefits. What games should I play? Well, of course, I would normally play the game of don't actually go down to the gambling floor. They will take all your money. But this might not be, if you actually want to win some money, this might not be the actual best option for you. I mean, it'll stop you losing it all, but it won't let you win. So what you've got to do is purchase a casino. And then what you do is you rig all of the games so the customers usually lose, and then that's how you win a whole lot of money. That's how it normally works, unless you're Donald Trump. Then what you do is you cut down spending on everything from maintenance to croupiers to security and everything, and you lose all of your money, even though you own the casino. And not in the 2008 when all the casinos were going bankrupt because of the subprime mortgage collapse, but in the 90s when people were still building casinos and they were booming so much that they built casinos that were going to go bankrupt in 2008. And that's what you do. Yeah, you don't gamble at the casino. Well, you could play some games. You know, go hire a hooker and play hide the cornflake with milk. That's it for Tell Someone for this week. I have no idea what I said. I'll find out when I'm editing, I suppose. If I actually edit this thing. I'll edit this thing, but I don't think I'll actually cut anything out. I'll just add some bits and superimpose stuff, you know? Anyway, there's a dovetail question over here. It's a good dovetail, strong dovetail question. You know, very, very informative and stuff. I'm dangerously talented. I don't have a cool sign off.